Hi, this is Ofori, the digital reader, and I just got finished watching a video from the Good e-reader channel, and they were talking about the chances that Amazon's going to come out with two-color e-readers in 2025. They're citing Min Chi Kuo, who is a pretty reputable leaker, as the source of these rumors. And so I just kind of thought I'd give you my thoughts on the possibility that I think that they would do it, and just kind of overall touch on why I definitely feel they'll come out with color e-ink readers, but I don't think that they're going to try and push the boat out. I think their color e-ink readers are just going to be pretty much have the same technology as the Kobo e-ink readers. I think that if Kobo hadn't came out with their color e-ink readers, Amazon would have never done it. I feel like Amazon is kind of like Apple, in which they know they're a market leader, and the only real time they're going to come out with a new e-reader product is if they feel they need to give you an alternative to buy their product. So, for example, let's take the Kindle Scribe. There had been a lot of e-ink note-taking devices coming out, and I think that Kindle was like, we don't really need to make this device, but we do understand that we probably should create something that at least gives people, if they want to enter that space of note-taking and e-reading, they can buy a Kindle device. And one of the things they're definitely starting to do now with their Kindle e-readers using e-ink technology is they're trying very hard to make them more affordable. I don't think you're going to see many of these devices that are going to be over $450, and they generally are going to wait on the technology so they can bring down their prices. I just don't feel, especially when you're looking at the Kindle Scribe as an example, that they're going to be trying to use new wave technologies or anything that are going to be market leaders. They're going to be like, other companies have come out with this, let's just go ahead and we'll create a version they can buy if they want to stay in our ecosystem. That's because I believe Kindle uses their devices creates their devices at a loss because they're selling you books, not really Kindles. They feel like if you buy a Kindle, we're going to make our money when you buy the books. So there are two color technologies, and the rumor from Good e-reader is that Kindle is going to be using the most advanced technology, which is Gallery 3. And basically the way Gallery 3 is, it kind of works like an inkjet printer. Gallery 3 has the three key colors in white. They have cyan, yellow, and magenta. I think that's what they are. Cyan, yellow, and CYM. Yeah, cyan, yellow, and magenta, and white. And then they create the image from that. The other technology that's out currently is the most popular technology now for color. Is called Kaleido 3. And basically what Kaleido 3 does is it has a black background like a regular e-reader that does black images, and it has black dots that come up and show the image, and then it has a color overlay that makes the e-readers darker, but it makes them faster and much more responsive. I'm going to put up a link to Good e-reader's video where they're showcasing what they say is a fast Gallery 3 prototype. Well, not prototype, it's actually a fast Gallery 3 e-reader. And you can see even the fast Gallery 3 is pretty painful to watch when it's cycling through. And I think that that's going to kind of be a key, is for Amazon, they're going to want to create a device that works first. If anybody is interested in a color e-reader, they're probably going to understand some of the pluses and minuses, and more importantly, they're going to be looking at comparisons for the market out there. So I think that Amazon really just wants to stop their bleeding to Kobo. And so I think they're going to use the same technology as Kobo, and that way they can go ahead and stop the bleeding. Myself, I personally feel like black and white e-readers give the best reading experience, but we're human beings and we can't stay away from color. And so for me personally, I own two color e-readers as my primary e-readers. I own the InkPad 3 color and I own the Pocketbook Verse Pro color. But the main reason I have color e-readers is just because humans like color, and when you're a reader, seeing your book cover in color, even if it's having just a touch of color, is just very rewarding. So I can't say that I would prefer a black and white e-reader, because that pop of color of the covers I like to see. But although I use two color e-ink readers as my primary e-ink readers, I will never not have a Kindle. I'll always have a Kindle. Kindle is basically what made, I feel, reading popular again. It had kind of reached a point where when people were on there doing things in their spare time or bored, they were just staring at their phones. And I think Kindle, because of the device's price, because of how easy the process is to put books on them, and because of things like Kindle Unlimited, I think it made it easy for people to always have a book with them, and to make it a seamless experience to search for books, to find things you love. I myself, my book list, even though I buy ebooks all over the web, my wish list is actually still on Amazon, just because I feel like they have the best experience when it comes to looking for books and finding books. So I think Amazon will come out with e-readers in 2025. I just think that they're going to be the same technology as Kobo. And because of that, I also think that they'll be in the same price range. I feel that if Amazon comes out with a more advanced technology, even if it's good, if it's much more expensive, I just think that people are going to still be drawn to Kobo. I think human beings, as I mentioned, love color, and I was a little surprised at how popular the Kobo color e-ink readers were. I just thought maybe it's just me, but I think as we move to color e-ink readers, people are fine with the compromise of a dimmer screen that you have to have the backlights on, versus a screen that is a little bit brighter but you don't get color. So those are just my thoughts. We'll see what happens, but I just thought I would kind of post this once I saw the video, because that had kind of been in the back of my mind. I also would say that even if Kindle comes out with a color e-ink reader, I won't be purchasing it, mainly because for me, at least right now, I like having my Kindle black and white e-reader kind of as my base e-reader that can do everything. And since it's not my daily driver, I don't really feel the need to buy a better Kindle. If for some reason Kindle becomes a little bit more accessible as far as moving formats back and forth, and honestly, I can see in the next 5 years that Kindle may make all of their books DRM free, and just, you just have to convert it from their format. I could even see in 5 years Kindle just go into EPUB. Well, no, I don't really see them going to EPUB, but I could see in 5 years Kindle saying, hey, look, we're going to be DRM free, but our format, which is AZW, we're going to license to other e-readers if they want to use our format. And that way, if you buy a book from Kindle, you can read it on any device that licenses their AZW format. And I think a lot of companies will be willing to do that. So this is Ofori, the digital reader, and those are my thoughts, and keep reading.